Welcome crafters, Michelle here. I have a fun Dollar Tree Christmas DIY for you today. In today's crafting adventure, I'm going to give you a great idea on how to transform one of the wood cutouts, a snowflake, from Dollar Tree. Stay tuned and I'll show you how to make it. For this project, you're going to need one of the wood cutouts. This is the snowflake that you can pick up from Dollar Tree. I just removed the hanger. And you're also going to need a good white paint. I'm just going to use Apple Barrel Matte White. I want to get a good coat on both sides of my snowflake. Each season or holiday, the first thing that Dollar Tree puts out is usually the crafts. That includes the wood cutouts. The Christmas wood cutouts should be out in stores now. My snowflake is painted on both sides and the paint is completely dry. Now to get this decorated, I'm going to be using this beautiful gift bag that I found at Dollar Tree. It is embossed on this side and has that beautiful gold. On the other side is just the printed image. Now this bag came in a couple different colors. It came in blue, pink, and red that I found in my store. And I want to cover the bottom half of my snowflake. So I'm going to go ahead and trim out the front and the back panel on this bag. I have my panel cut out, my snowflake is laid down. I'm going to trace out this bottom half. I have it placed right where I want it. I'm just going to trace it so I can cut it out and get it attached. Okay, I have my two pieces cut. This is the back of the bag that doesn't have the foil, and this is the front. And now I'm going to get these attached with some Mod Podge. Doesn't matter what finish that you use because it's only going to be on the underneath. In the description box below is a detailed list of all the tools and materials used in today's project. Okay, I have a good amount of Mod Podge on there. Just do my best to line everything up. Okay, I'm going to let that set up and then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to attach this part in the front the same way. I have my back and my front piece on. I'm really happy with it. Now it is not dry, it's still damp. You just want to make sure that you press down and work out any air bubbles that might be in there. And now I want to add a little bit of trim here to where it breaks between the paint and the bag. And I really like this gold. This is 5/8 of an inch. I did pick it up out of the floral garden section at Dollar Tree. I want to place it right down the center, and I'm going to wrap it all the way around so it's in the front and the back. Enjoying today's content? Please show your support by hitting the like button, leaving a comment, and sharing the video with your friends. Now I'm going to add some weight and I'm going to let this sit for a couple hours so the Mod Podge can set up. My paper is fully attached and everything is nice and dry. Now to clean up around the edges, if you didn't get it placed properly or you have a little bit of overhang, when it's detailed like this, I like to use a nail file that allows you to get in there. Just hold on to it, drag down and away to remove any excess paper. That'll help give you a nice clean line. And you can get in between in those hard areas too. Now I want to add a little bit of this Folk Art Metallic Pure Gold. I want to do a little bit around the edges all the way around, including where the paper is. And then I also took that and I painted a Let It Snow. This is a little wood cutout I got from Dollar Tree. And I did a couple snowflakes in solid gold. And then this snowflake I had already painted white, so I just brushed a little bit of gold over the top. And we're going to be adding those elements as well to decorate the top. But before I do that, I want to get a little bit of gold brushing around the edges. I have my favorite little chip brush here. So I just dab in, dab off any excess. And then I'm just going to gently go around the edge on the outside here and kind of brush and pull up. I don't want a whole lot, I just want a little bit around the edge. Now I'm just going to switch to a smaller brush to get into the inside here. Let's see how pretty that looks. Just a little bit of that rough brush right around the edge with that gold. Very, very pretty. That's really going to help define the shape. Okay, I've gone all the way around the white. I'm going to do the same thing here where the paper is. And that is going to look absolutely adorable. Now everything is trimmed in the gold all the way around. And I did flip it over and make sure to do it on the back as well. I like that it adds a little bit of sparkle. And then it also hides my little bit of not quite getting the paper glued down right. I could see a little bit of the white that helped cover it up. But I like that it adds that little bit of extra sparkle around the edge and really helps define the shape. So now we're going to get on our Let It Snow and our little snowflakes here. I just always like to play with placement before I glue anything down. Now we're going to be adding a bow up here, so I don't want to put anything right here. It's just going to get covered up, but I like that layout. And I'm going to get all of these attached using Aileen's DIY Craft Industrial Strength Glue Stick and Hot Glue. And I like this stick because when it's wet, it looks orange, but it dries clear. That way you know that you've got enough on your piece. I have all my elements attached. I'm very happy with that. They're not going to go anywhere. I did add a jute cord hanger, tied it off and glued the knot here to the back so everything stays nice and clean, and that's the back. Now I want to make a bow here for the top. Now I have my ribbon laid out. I have two pieces cut at 15 inches of each. I have the 5/8 of an inch gold ribbon that I used as the trim on the sign. I have two here of the glitter pink and two of the gold rope. All of these I did pick up from Dollar Tree. I'm going to be using my bow dabber here to make the bow. So I just want to find the center and put it down, and then I'm going to take each end and bring it in. And I'm going to layer gold, pink, and then the gold ribbon, and then I will repeat. So I start with the good side of the ribbon facing down, and then I just fold over each of the ends and adjust my loop and end. Enjoying the content and want to see more? Make sure to hit the subscribe button. When the notification bell pops up, if you hit that too, YouTube should let you know every time I upload new content. Okay, I have my bow in there. I'm going to use half a pipe cleaner here to tie it in the center. Make sure I grab everything and hold it. I always like to pull everything down. That way I can get a good grip. Pinch and twist. And then just go through and fluff out your bow. Just move your tails and your loops around. And that's what your bow should approximately look like. I will do my final adjusting once I get it onto the sign. The bow has been attached. Look at how pretty that mix of pink and gold. It goes perfect with the rest of the sign. Now this you can use as a hanging ornament, maybe in a doorway so that it can twirl. If you're going to do that, I would put another bow just like we did for the front here on the back, and it'll look absolutely gorgeous. You can also use this as a large ornament on a big indoor Christmas tree. Of course, you can hang it on a wall, interior door. My favorite place to display this type of craft is on a large mirror. I use a command strip and hang it right in the center of the mirror. It makes it absolutely gorgeous. But this is perfect for the new viral trend for Christmas 2025, a pink Christmas. A nice budget-friendly Dollar Tree Christmas craft.